Welcome to another one of our Altair Motors Ford walk-around videos. My name is Richard Weinberg, and today we're going to be looking at the all-new incredible Ford F-150. So guys, we are in the presence of the much anticipated all-new Ford F-150 today. This vehicle beside me is the Platinum model and is powered by the all-new powertrain for Ford, the PowerBoost hybrid engine. More on that later on. This all-new truck is the 14th generation Ford F-150, and believe it or not, the F-150 is the second best selling vehicle in automotive history. It is also the best selling truck in North America for 43 years in a row, and America's best selling vehicle for an astonishing 38 years. This means that one of these is sold approximately every 30 seconds. And you're about to see exactly why. So as we start with the front of the vehicle, we can see these all new LED adaptive headlights and the bold satin chrome grille. Now these grilles change depending on the model that you choose. The vehicle remains to be constructed from high strength aluminium alloy, giving you a perfect blend of that built Ford tough DNA whilst remaining lighter and more efficient than steel. We have a front parking camera here, which is part of the 360-degree camera system, and this one offers a wide angle view as well as having a heated washer jet to help you keep the lens clear. Front parking sensors are part of the advanced parking system, and at low speeds, when the vehicle detects an object underneath the front or out of view, the camera automatically switches on to give the driver visibility. As we move down, we also have two front chrome recovery hooks for off-road driving. This vehicle has immense presence. Its powerful stature is complemented by what's under the bonnet. I reckon we take a look. We're standing in front of the all-new class exclusive 3.5 litre V6 PowerBoost engine, which is a full hybrid electric powertrain. This is also mated to a 10-speed, yet it's a hybrid modular automatic transmission with selectable drive modes. The PowerBoost engine is comprised of the EcoBoost engine paired with a 44 horsepower electric motor, regenerative braking and a lithium-ion battery. This incredible new powertrain delivers a class-leading 430 horsepower and an immense 772 Newton meters of torque. The PowerBoost engine is available to choose in the UAE on the Lariat model and appears exclusively on the Platinum, which is this one, and limited variants. This new world-first powertrain for a pickup truck provides optimum performance, incredible fuel economy, and the ability to power the brand new Pro Power onboard system, which I'll explain more about later on. So here we are on the passenger side of the all-new F-150, and we're reminded that this is the Platinum variant thanks to the beautiful new chrome fender badges that we see proudly boasted on the new line of trucks. This particular vehicle also comes with 20-inch polished chrome alloy wheels wrapped in all-terrain tyres. As we move back alongside the vehicle, we'll also notice these new chrome wing mirrors. Now what I really like about these is that the glass space is just as big as the old model, but these are actually brought slightly closer in and further down against the side of the vehicle. So you still get that optimum visibility, but it reduces wind noise and helps with efficiency on the vehicle. Another small thing that some of you will be very happy about is that the antenna height has even been reduced as well to avoid noise and hitting it on those car parks when you're rolling in. As we step back on the vehicle, this particular model has the chrome door handles, and you'll notice on the front there the Power Boost badge, reminding you of the powerhouse of an engine that this particular truck has. Now, one of my real favourite features along the passenger side of the new F-150 is that we do have power deployable running boards, but with a little bit of a twist. Now we can see that the power deployable running boards have a kick switch, which is perfect, and you'll see that they're extended a little bit, so you also have plenty of space to jump up to the bed of the truck. So here we are at the back of the new F-150, and it's pretty obvious once again that we're standing behind the Platinum thanks to the satin chrome applique, which really gives a great view. As we look at the rest of the vehicle, we've again got the rear view camera here, plus we've got another additional rear view camera for the new model situated above the rear window, which actually gives you a top-down view of the bed, which is pretty cool. Super bright LEDs which light up the bed itself as well as the back of the vehicle. As we move down, we've got a Class 4 trailer tow hitch package which allows the vehicle to tow around 5 metric tons, and also this vehicle comes with the Pro Trailer Backup Assist package, which again is something unique to Ford. As we move down, we've got rear parking sensors and additional sensors on the side, not just for parking but for your blind spot information system, which Ford call Bliss. Now, as for the tailgate itself, although this vehicle is made from aluminium alloy, these things tend to be pretty heavy. Luckily, on the new model, this is electronically assisted, which makes opening the tailgate really easy. This can even be done from the key remote now. On top of that, you can control it from a button inside, close it even now with the key, or if I begin to lift, you'll notice that the tailgate closes itself, which makes things really easy. Let's have a look inside the bed. So guys, here we are. This is the bed of the all-new F-150, and what you'll notice is the majority of our models come with this. This is Ford's Tough Bed. It's a spray-on bed liner fitted in the Ford factory, and it is almost indestructible and it's totally scratch-proof. So you can be confident when chucking things in the back, don't have to worry about the paint on the bed. One of the other features I really like about the back of the truck is your LED lighting. And this is really nice because when you're out camping or if you're working in the bed of the truck, you've always got super bright LEDs so that you can keep focused on the job. These will automatically fade out after a certain time frame, or of course you can switch them off as I have done. Now, this is really impressive. This is the new Workstation on the F-150. What I really like about this is you've got a place to put your screws, pens. In fact, you can even put your mobile phone or iPad in the back as so, and you can watch your videos and do whatever you need to do. Another thing is, if you do use the back of the truck for work, you actually have these which are designed for G-clamps so that you can hold wood and cut accordingly on the back. You've even got rulers in inches and centimeters there as well. Ford have literally thought of everything when it comes to the bed of this truck. However, there is one feature which tops pretty much everything on the outside of this truck, and that is the all-new Pro Power on board. Pro Power on board is exclusive to the Power Boost engine, so the hybrid powertrain. This basically is a 2.3 kilowatt generator which is controlled at the back of the truck here with 2 individual sockets, as well as the on-screen generator. Now this has 2 different modes. For example, if the truck is off like it is now, generator mode will start the engine as it needs to top up the battery for the generator, or alternatively you can have it running whilst the truck's engine is running. The beauty of this is 2 230 volt 10 amp fused sockets which allow you to power a multitude of tools and equipment for your camping trip, for your work, whatever it is. No other truck on the planet has this available. Pretty cool. will you look at the legroom, headroom, knee room that I have here. The back of this all-new F-150 is as luxurious as it is practical. The leather seats with the contrasting stitching provides a nice warm feel, and the outboard seats are heated just in case you need to warm up in the winter or off on your adventures. These seats fold up and provide under-seat storage. On some of our other variants feature a fold-up storage system which sits flush underneath the rear seats, which is also wiped clean and can be folded back into the ground. There is plenty of power for charging your devices thanks to the USB-A, USB-C, 12 volt and your 230 volt power point, which again is connected to the Pro Power on board. You can power larger devices or equipment right from the comfort of the rear seats. On top of that, we have this incredible panoramic glass sunroof, which brings lots of welcome light into the interior. You wouldn't even think that you're sitting in the back of a truck. So there we go. I think I'm pretty comfortable here, but I reckon it's time that we get into the driving seat. So here we are, finally I'm sat in the extremely comfortable driver's seat of the Platinum F-150, and if they're not comfortable enough, we've even got options for massage where you can choose from different modes, and these seats can be adjusted in every possible way electronically to make sure that you're comfortable. Of course, that's also stored in the memory. Now, these seats have some nice contrast stitching, and what you'll also notice on the Platinum is we have the additional badging here on the center console, on the back of the driver and passenger seat, and on top of that, right here on the base of the new design steering wheel. So first of all, it's really comfortable. One of the other things to talk about is the new Bang & Olufsen B&O Unleashed sound system. This thing you can crank up to full volume and there will be absolutely no distortion, thanks to the speakers all around the vehicle, including the roof and even on the headrests right behind me. Okay, so we've talked a lot about the comfort of the interior, and I guess now it's time to focus on the practicality. So starting off, there are 12 cup holders on the interior of the vehicle, so everybody can keep well refreshed. This huge center console is not only very spacious, but has also got another USB-A and USB-C charger inside. On some of our F-150 models, we also have an additional feature where this flips over 180 degrees. If I press this button here, you'll see that the shifter folds flat into the center console, and this will allow on those models this top to flip over. It gives you a nice clean work surface for your laptop, for your lunch, whatever it is you decide to use it for. That's pretty cool, and again, unique to Ford. Let's take a look and see what these huge screens are all about. So I really want to highlight this incredible 12-inch digital instrument cluster, one of the best additional features on the new F-150. And what you'll notice is it's nice and bright, nice and colourful, so in all driving conditions it's easy to see. Plus, of course, it's fully configurable. On top of that, you'll notice some new features. For example, on the navigation, we now have the possibility of going to points of interest, so I can check my petrol stations, I can search for restaurants, accommodation, etc., or even go to my previous destinations. You can access your phone, your audio, and a whole host of other settings right from the steering wheel. On top of that, one of the really cool features is the animations on the drive modes. So you'll see that as I switch between the different drive modes, you get these really nice high resolution images just to show you exactly what's going on with the vehicle. So this is pretty cool. So now we get to my personal favorite feature of the all-new F-150, and probably the coolest feature, this astounding 12-inch Sync 4 infotainment system. This is of course a touchscreen, and new for the new truck is it's also split screen. So if I want to have two different screens open, I can do. This is another new feature called zone lighting, and what this allows me to do is actually control all of my different lights from the screen itself. This is perfect for off-roading at night or your camping trips in the desert. On top of that, a feature that I use all the time is Android Auto, and the beauty is now that this is wireless. The vehicle also comes with wireless Apple CarPlay for iOS users, so now you can seamlessly connect and of course bring up all of your apps like Google Maps and Spotify, and you can listen to all of your different playlists just at the touch of a button. When you want to move back to the sync system, you can go via the menu or use any of the touchscreen buttons at the bottom. We also have the regular navigation system, which is now pinch to zoom and swipe function enabled. Plus, you have of course your Pro Power on board. This allows you to change between different modes and even test to make sure that the rear power sockets in the bed of the vehicle are properly grounded before you connect any of your devices. A really nice feature about this center button is that you can actually set this as a favorite. So if I wanted to, I hit edit and I can now drop any of my preferred options into that screen. For example, towing. Now this favorite button becomes my towing. Here of course I can add, name or manage trailers and control some of the safety features if I'm towing a trailer. On the settings, this allows you to change everything from your display, your general system settings, and of course your seats, which I mentioned earlier. If I'm on a long drive, I can now have a massage, and I have all of these different modes, different intensities, so the driver and the passenger can individually control that massage. As I mentioned earlier, these seats are also heated and cooled, so you really are comfortable on those longer journeys. On top of that, we've got another new feature for the F-150, which is this, the personal profiles. Now this will allow me to assign up to 82 different settings against me, the driver, or of course if anyone else is using the vehicle. And this is assigned to your memory seat buttons on the door as well as your key fob. So if someone else is driving the vehicle, once they get in, everything like your seat settings, mirror settings, audio settings, climate settings, navigation favorites, everything is stored on your personal profiles. Another new really useful feature on the F-150's Sync 4 system is that the owner's manual has now been digitized. So if I go into the owner's manual, I now have the ability to search through different images so I can understand exactly what different features in the car do, as well as being able to search by typing. And you can see all the options pop up there. So that's pretty useful. Now this of course being the Power Boost hybrid vehicle, we have another feature here called Power Flow. Now what this will do is it will show the different modes of the engine whilst you're either idling, driving, using regenerative braking, or you're using hybrid driving, so both the petrol engine and the electric motor. And this screen works as you drive, so it gives you an idea of the different characteristics of the hybrid powertrain. So nice and visual, clean and simple. The last two features that I want to talk about is first of all mobile apps. So as you can see, once I've got certain applications on my phone, they can connect seamlessly to the infotainment system. For example, Cafu, I now have the ability to order fuel directly from my vehicle, and when the fuel is at 20% or below, my fuel light will indicate a notification allowing me to order fuel without even stopping the vehicle. Pretty cool. Last but not least is voice activation. I talked a little bit about this earlier. Set temperature to 21 degrees.
Setting temperature to 21 degrees.
So you can see that I can control a whole host of features by using the button on the steering wheel and just using my natural voice. The microphone is extremely sensitive but doesn't pick up any background noise, so it works really well even at high speeds or in noisy environmental areas. So there you go, our brand new Sync 4 infotainment system. So guys, that pretty much wraps it up. I reckon it's now time to go and take this awesome truck for a drive. Hi guys, welcome back, and today we're going to be taking this incredible all new F-150 for a drive. I'm going to be talking to you about the different driving modes, the handling, the performance, the suspension. We're going to take it both on-road and off-road so you get a good idea. I guess it's time to see whether this vehicle really is built for tough. So let's go, let's hit the roads. So here we are guys, back in the new F-150, and one of the things that's really impressive is how smooth and quiet this truck is. These trucks also have active noise control, which basically listens to the ambient sound, pumps opposite frequency sound back in to help give it a nice, smooth and quiet drive. The new suspension setup is great. We've got outboard mounted shocks which really help for handling, cornering. The suspension is really smooth as well, whether you're on-road or off-road. So despite the quietness of the vehicle, when you put your foot down, you really do get pushed back in your seat thanks to the immense torque and horsepower. So today we're in the EcoBoost engine, which is 400 horsepower, but of course if you go for the PowerBoost hybrid, remember that gives you 430 horsepower and 772 Newton meters of torque. One of the most important features in any vehicle, of course, is safety, and Ford definitely don't cut corners. In fact, they have a menu just purely for driver assist features on this truck. So you can scroll and see all the different functions and how they work. You can even adjust the settings and sensitivity. So first of all, the vehicle has adaptive cruise control with stop and go, meaning that the vehicle uses radars and cameras to follow the vehicle in front. If they slow down or even come to a complete stop, my vehicle will also do the same. And when they speed up again, my vehicle will continue to do so until it reaches the speed limit which I've set it at. On top of that, we've got lane keep assist, which guides me and makes sure it keeps me and the vehicle inside the lanes, as well as lane centering, which helps to keep me dead in the center of the lane. It's especially useful for when I'm driving in traffic, as we're starting to pull up now. So I can actually sit back and let the vehicle drive itself in traffic whilst remaining nice and relaxed, nice and comfortable. So I talked about drive modes earlier, and I just wanted to touch on those because this new F-150 has 8 different driving modes in all. Now what that means is at the turn of a switch, I can basically control slippery conditions. So if it's really bad rain or there's wet sand on the road, the vehicle will reduce the sensitivity to the wheels and give me four-wheel drive maximum traction. Deep sand mode is essential for driving off-road, so it disconnects the traction control system and allows full control of the vehicle for me to do what I need the vehicle to be doing, plus plenty of wheel spin so I can ensure that I don't get stuck in any sand. Eco reduces the sensitivity of the throttle and keeps the gear changes early so it saves fuel. And then there's modes like Sport, which do the opposite, give maximum throttle response, really stretch out those gears and give a really fun driving dynamic to the vehicle. So there we go, guys. That is the all-new Ford F-150. Our sales team are ready to take you through the abundance of features that this vehicle has to offer. So please do come and visit any of the Altair Motors or Premier Motors showrooms. You can also now download the brand new Altair Motors app and connect with us, live chat with one of our agents. You can even book a test drive through the app, so you can come and enjoy what I'm enjoying right now. Otherwise, you can call us on 800 Motors, but I really look forward to seeing you in one of our showrooms soon, and let you be the judge of whether this Ford truck really is built tough.